What's going on, everybody, and welcome to my insane diecast monster truck collection.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. It's my life in the box in front of me.
Alright, so once we walk outside here, we got a couple things up on the wall that we like to showcase when people come over. We got fiberglass from Carolina Crusher. That's the door off the truck. Little diecast to go with it right there. That's hanging up on the wall. Down here we've got the door to El Matador. I actually picked this up from Christian Norman, the former driver of Bigfoot. He lives right down the road from me. He just recently retired from driving monster trucks, so that's a really cool piece to have. It's autographed by Darren Basil. Up top here, we've got the 30th anniversary door off of Gravedigger number 20 that Dennis drove in the World Finals. If you go back and watch the footage of it, you can see him run this very door over in that freestyle run. Coming further down, we've got Bedsides, the Black Stallion, old Mike Vodders. He lives about 3 hours up the road in Hagerstown. Not far, one of my childhood speedways we used to go to all the time and watch them bad boys throw down. Got a little poster right here. It's actually a puzzle, a Gravedigger 20. We picked that up probably 15 years ago, so that's a cool piece to have. Once we come over to this side of the garage, we've got a poster of Toxic hanging on the wall, Diecast tractor trailer and Gravedigger right there. We got a corner piece to Jester. Matt was so nice to give that to us at one of the shows, and then Son of a Digger pinning up there. Over here on this side, we've got the entire side to Gravedigger hanging up on the wall. That's a real cool piece to have up here in the collection. So fairly new. It's got the thicker white fog in it, one of Jim's more recent ones. Not too recent though, because it still has the Hot Wheels tombstone on it. And then if you come over here, we have got the drawing book. I want to say that came out in about 2000, if you can see it. But that's pretty cool. Little RC, a Gravedigger lunchbox, and a piece to Evo hanging up back there off the back of Mike Vodders Jr.'s truck. So let's go ahead and take a look inside and see what we got going on. Alright guys, once we're inside, we open up the door to the truck room, and this is where we house all the diecast monster trucks in our collection. So, and we've got quite a bit, and we've got new t-shirts that just came out, so if you guys want a t-shirt, let me know. We'll get you guys hooked up. Big skull on the back, Diecast monster truck racing. So if you guys need a shirt, you let me know, we'll get you one. And then probably from here, it's all small hubs, probably 2002 all the way to 2004 when they converted to bigger hubs. And you know, Bulldozer, Reptoid, Avenger, Thrasher, Gunslinger, they're all up here in the collection. And starting about right here is probably 2001, 2002-ish. So, and I want to say it goes all the way down to that bottom corner here by the Slime Arena. I think we've got it labeled to 2007 or 8, I want to say. But that Slime Arena is really cool. I had that when I was a kid, and it was so great to get it back in the collection. Right here we got boxes and boxes of diecast. You know, I'll pull them out, and these are the trucks that I pick up, you know, loose, and we'll fix them up and get them on the racetrack so we can go diecast monster truck racing. We had several of these cases that held, I think, 15 trucks or so. And then right here we've got the mid-90s Fun Rise Snakebite still in the box, sort of, but he's still hanging out with us. And then once you go over here to the top, we've got the 2011s through 2013s. And you know, we got a lot of rare trucks over on the other wall that came along with that set, you know, during that time. 2014 with the figures. But from this wall, which is, if I back up, you guys can see is just massive with diecast trucks. And I think it goes from the Flag series from 2010. It comes all the way down to 2020 Spin Master sets. And once we get over here, you pretty much get into the newer stuff with all Spin Master. We've got a lot more boxed up just because that's just about all the wall space we got left. So everything currently still sitting in boxes. So up here we've got some 1993 Matchbox Monster Wars, Gravedigger, Invader. I had those when I was a little kid, and tore them all up pretty much, and we were able to get some new ones. Actually rode down to Digger's Dungeon, picked up all 3 of those for a undisclosed amount. So we got the color changes right here that came out in 2012. Those are pretty cool. And then we got the 4 originals right here. The long card year 2000, Goldberg, Gravedigger, Sting, and the WCW Nitro machine. We got a couple undercovers right through here. I know it's hard to see. This room's very dingy, but we're about to light it up with a new set of lights in here. We got the travel treads going on. A lot of guys ask, how you get those travel treads in your show, and that was it. When those came out, we just saved them, or we find them here and there still, and we keep doing it. We got the old original Bigfoot on the trailer. That's a rare piece right there, and I'm just glad to have it sitting here. Up top, we've got the Gold Series, all the blackouts that came out several years ago. All 4 metallic trucks that came out, I want to say 2003, 2004, something like that. All 4 of the small hub metallics, and then we got the red Gravedigger right there sitting up on the wall. All the big art cards that you see, them things were always cool to collect just because of the graphics that were all over them. 25th anniversary Gravedigger set right there. We got Halloween, all the Halloween trucks are hanging up right here that each year that Hot Wheels and Spin Master has come out with. Obviously, we have all the World Finals trucks except World Finals 10, so we're still trying to get it, but I don't think we want to mortgage the house to try and pick that one up yet either. So, got the 20th anniversary exclusive Gravedigger pack right there, and then we got the book set from, I want to say 2001 or 2, something like that. But as you go over to the top, over the closet, we've got the Easter Beast going on. That's always really cool to see the different colors mashed up. We actually had Blue Thunder open, so we had to try and seal that back up or get a new one. Once you get over here behind the main door, you get to the more recent stuff Hot Wheels kind of did with the silvers. The what were these called? I forgot. Bone Busters. Yeah, that's right. I forgot all about those. But then the Stars and Stripes that they had come out with. But this has pretty much been our Gravedigger wall, and we've got 20 something just in this row. But up here you see how the cards kind of yellow. I don't know why some of the cards always yellowed like that. I don't know if it was the plastics that they were using at the time. Then we got the Then and Now packs. We don't have all of them. We will very soon though. We got 25th anniversary Gravedigger, to the Undercover's Green Ghost, or as many refer to it as the Seaweed Gravedigger. This one, definitely one of my prized possessions right here. When they came out in the year 2000, obviously Gravedigger was driving on TNN Motor Madness, and Dennis had just revamped number 7, so when I was a kid, I asked my dad if he could paint flames on the top of it. This was my first ever Gravedigger diecast, and I kept it to this day, sealed it back up in a box, and it's still hanging up in the collection to this day. Got the Gravedigger trainer, red primers, all the 30th anniversary trucks, and this is pretty much dedicated to the Gravedigger wall right here in our collection. Alright, so we're going to jump off the Gravedigger wall, jump over here to what's inside the closet, and I'm using a flashlight if you guys can't tell, but we've got a couple Gravedigger 5-packs, El Toro Loco 5-pack. There you see the original Rev Tread Gravediggers, which came out probably 20 years ago. We've got an old Bigfoot back there. I don't know if you can see it. RC, and then the original Gravedigger hauler. The mechanic set that Hot Wheels released in 2000. That's an awesome piece to have in the collection right there. Kind of hard, getting harder to find, I should say. And then right here we've got the 9-pack Target exclusive from Spin Master. And then over here we recently just got the Predator hauler from Etsy and Alan Pizzo's race team. There's Max D's set right there of the 5-packs. Then we got the Legacy Bigfoot pack. And I want to say I know we got down here a whole box of Bigfoot 124s we kept around, and then we got a couple exclusives here, 5-packs from Spin Master. But we're gonna go ahead and take you to the other side of the house and continue on with this video and some of this diecast monster truck collection. It's all hard to wrap up in one video, so I'm gonna try the best I can and show you guys. If you want to see any more, just leave it down below in the comments. Alright, back in another room now, and we've got a monster truck throwdown flag hanging up on the wall. And then right here, these are actually my closet doors that I hand painted. Got them all set up, and that's looking pretty neat. But over here, we've got a piece of Bigfoot, which Gene Patterson was kind enough, he sent it my way, and I thank him very much for that. And that's hanging up on the wall with a little bit of my Bigfoot stuff. Christian Norman, again, he signed this package for me with the Hot Wheels Racer #1 in it. And couple different variants of Bigfoot right here. Then we got the green light, the exclusive diecast model you can buy. This thing is definitely worth its money, and it looks really good hanging up on the shelf. Right here we've got a picture of Bigfoot. Thank you to Gene Patterson yet again, old Colt Cobra at a Cobra Creek, Colorado. I thank him so much for sending that stuff over to the MTA collection. This one's from Dan Runny in 2008. We went and saw him at a local car crush. that was really cool to see him in action. I actually got to sit in Bigfoot that day, and he let us help tire it down and get it loaded up. So big shout out to Dan Runny for that. Once we jump over to this side, we got our fat-headed gravedigger on the wall, and then it's the MTA track in which everybody sees on YouTube. And we've got our runway all the way up. We're getting ready to film for the Redemption show coming up at the end of September. But this is the MTA track, and we've got everybody lined up who's going to be competing here. So can't wait to see what's going to happen and declare a Redemption winner. Moving right along with the collection, we've got a couple of paintings up here in the background of this gravedigger shelf, and Jim McShay actually hand painted and airbrushed these signs for me, and he is the painter of Gravedigger and has been since 1998 after Fred Buman passed away. And this one, when he shipped it, came in the mail, is a little tweaked up. I let him know what happened. He was kind enough to redo it and send me a fresh one that didn't get tore up. He actually signed the backs of both of them, but these are just really cool to have out here. And I love how he put, MTA in the tombstone, and that's just so cool. And then right here, they're all dusty. I know I need to dust, but this is the 2012 set of Gravedigger, Son of a Digger, 30th anniversaries. Just some really cool things, some old late 80s Tough Tracks micro machines. And then right over here, we've got a couple of posters hanging up on the wall, just from either past events or posters that we collected. And then obviously that one is from MonsterJam.com, USAToday.com. This one right here we got from Joe Sylvester. He even autographed it from Bad Habit. And then we got the 1993 Monster Wars poster, 1996 poster, and 1998 poster hanging up on the wall here from the old Monster Jam programs from way back in the day. Got a couple of pictures of Gravedigger hanging up. And over here we've got more, event posters. The Taurus poster that was released at the International Monster Truck Hall of Fame. And up top over the room here, we've got an entire line of 124 diecast monster trucks. And it's not all of them, but it's a fairly good amount from what I'm showing you here. So it's definitely a lot more than we ever expected to have. We just kind of kept picking them up as we went. And then we've got some hats up here, some never worn, some we wore a few times. Actually wore this one to Landover this year at FedEx Field. Ryan Anderson thought that was kind of neat because it was so old. Tore in 1998. But coming over here, we got some more Gravedigger hats hanging up on the wall. And right here, we've got the glass set. I'm missing a plate and something else. I can't remember what it is. Out of that set with Gravedigger, the Dennis Anderson action figure in the background. So definitely some pretty neat stuff hanging up in here as well. We had to move these to a different room because we didn't have enough room inside the 164 area to put up the 124s. And then obviously it just continues. It's like a mountain of trucks hanging around. And a lot of times if we need a spare truck out there on the track, I'll bust one of these open. I mean, we've got so many going on. We got some oldies in here. John Seasock with Sudden Impact. The newer Bigfoot coming out these days. There's the original Bigfoot. Who we got right here? Backdraft, Rick Disharoon. Those guys have been very supportive of MTA as well, and I thank them very much for that. But as we move on over here, this is where everything happens. All the magic, everything gets chopped, cut, rebuilt, and this is pretty much the MTA shop that you guys hear about all the time on the page and everything. So right now we're currently building a Gravedigger for Mitch Brown in Midwest Madness, that series, and we're going to be shipping over some trucks to him to compete with. A lot of you guys ask, what kind of paints do I use? I tell you now, this right here, the craft paint, I do not use this. This is just, yeah, I don't use it. It looks too clunky and it's not as smooth. If you want to try out something, do the Tester's model paint. That's always a good, start. A lot of times we use automotive paint, and anything I can come up with, we'll mix up metallic colors with flat colors, just to be different and change things up. But a lot of times, you guys, it's just Tester's model paint you can pick up locally anywhere. But this is where everything happens. Not too much going in the shop right now. We got some trucks back here getting worked on, new trucks that are coming. So we got a lot of work to do still. We got some trucks hanging up here behind my light. This light actually blew, so I got to use a lamp on the top here. And then we got the original Rev Treads Goldberg hanging up right there. 40th anniversary, well, that one's actually on the MTA track. So some pretty neat stuff, man. But that'll wrap up this tour of the MTA Diecast Monster Truck Collection. We've got plenty more monster truck related items that I could show you. T-shirts, hats, crew shirts. We've got just about everything that you could think of monster truck related here. So if you guys want to see any more, please leave it down below in the comments and I'll try to get it up and show it to you guys on the YouTube channel. Thank you all for your support. Be sure, if you haven't already, crush that subscribe button and I'll catch you down the road. See you next time.